Hello. Welcome to Two Italian Women and the Stories We Tell. Oh, I think you missed your part. That was rude. Welcome to Two Italian Women
and the Stories We Tell
with Erica Martin
and Diane Bovalino.
The theme is gender equality today for a sustainable tomorrow.
Wow.
That's pretty deep.
Might be too deep for me at this time of the evening.
Maybe we're not that deep. Let's say that again. Gender equality today for a sustainable tomorrow.
You know, what do you really? Equality.
You know what I'm really thinking?
Oh, I think I know what you're thinking.
What do you think I'm thinking?
That they're not equal to us.
That's exactly what I'm thinking. I don't want to be equal to a man. It's kind of like taking a step down.
I know, because we are so intelligent.
Yeah.
We can multitask. What else can we do?
We're intuitive.
They can't do.
We can have babies. We can do it all. We can do it all. Actually, you know, our brains are even hardwired differently, that we have the right and left hemispheres, and there's a neuroreceptor connection that connects both the right and left for women that men don't have, which is why men can only be like creative and emotional or very logical and problem solving. They can't be both, which is why they think women are crazy.
And we are just talented. Maybe a little crazy.
Look, well,
I'm just speaking about myself.
We're all crazy. The degree of crazy is where it becomes.
That's why we're fun. Respond.
Which we have. Do you know we have questions?
No. Oh,
she's
keeping me on my toes now.
Yeah, you're not the only one. So I'm missing actually one.
I just feel like I'm getting a little left out here.
I'm so sorry.
She has so much of the camera, and I just don't have as much.
Oh, come.
You know, us Italians.
Yeah. Well, you know, we share. We're good like that. We're not
I don't know how much we're sharing. She has more.
We're not gonna get a beef about it.
Well, maybe.
All right. So Kaisha writes, given today is National Women's Day, what would you want other young women out there to know?
Oh,
that's a good question. I love that one.
Okay, I would say don't give up on your dreams. Mm-hmm. Seriously. Mm-hmm. And know that you are in control of your destiny. Mm-hmm. You don't need anyone. You only need yourself.
That's the truth. No truer words. I mean, I grew up, I won't get into this because I know my parents get very upset when I talk about my upbringing, but I was told, like, don't be a doctor, go marry a doctor, right? Or, you know, why are you going to do that? Why are you going to work when you can stay home and have a family? And I know generationally, like, things have really changed, but I think there's still some of those same basic stereotypings. And I think as a woman in this day and age, like, the opportunities that we have, the support that we have, the recognition that we have, the strength that I think is being continuously embraced. I mean, I want you to focus on that. Nothing's impossible. You can do anything that you want to do. Anything. And so I agree with you wholeheartedly. That's like the best message to give.
And just, you know, and I remember this from my father, no matter where you're at, if you can just save every dollar you earn, if you can just save a little bit of money, even from that youngest age, you know, start creating your portfolio, it will make a difference in your life later on.
Absolutely. And then you're never in a position where you're dependent upon anyone else.
You never want to be dependent on a man. I've never been dependent on a man, and I don't want to see that for you, Kaisha, or any woman out there. Because women rule. We rule the world.
We do. We have boobies. Boobies rule everything. And anyone else out there, you know I'm telling the truth. You know I am. You know I am. So I have a whole list of them, and I think it fell on the floor. Where did it go?
She's losing.
Oh, here it is. Sorry. All right, so
you're losing more.
I am. So Diane, you ready for this one?
Yes, I'm ready. What do you got?
There's a couple here. Oh, thank you for writing in, everybody. So Tina from Rochester, New York, right?
Oh, my hometown. Well, New York's my hometown.
Is
And
she
Syracuse?
That's right. And did you make this person write in?
No, because I'm from Syracuse, not Rochester.
All right. She would like to know. Oh, Tina, bless your heart. She is 40 years old, and she is going on her first match date. First time she has been single in a long time.
Oh, bless you. Oh, we got you.
Yeah, Tina. What are we going to start with? Well, first of all,
Been there. Bless you.
Diane and I were both single around that age, give or take. I was like 38.
I was like 44.
And so going from being with someone from 10th grade to 38 and dating in the adult world for the first time is pretty scary. And I don't think I realized how scary it was until I was in it. So I've learned some tricks. I'm sure you have to. One is always research that person on your local judiciary. I check out everybody I go out on a date with on MarylandJudiciaryCaseSearch.com, and that can give you some data points.
And she's in New York, so it's a little different.
Yeah, so she could look it up on her local judiciary. I always have a backup emergencies scheduled so that if the date's not going well, I have an escape route. Like a house fire.
It shouldn't be outside, the bathroom window.
What? I'm just thinking that I'm not having that kind of approach.
I was just thinking if you go into the bathroom and you crawl out the window. You shouldn't have to go to the bathroom and crawl out the window.
Okay.
There's some other options. I didn't do that, everyone.
Although I would say
I thought about it though.
Having a
bathroom
emergency is not the actually worst idea you have ever had. Like, excuse me.
I'm so honest. I'm so honest and transparent. You're gonna love our channel. Continue to watch us.
Excuse me. I have projectile diarrhea.
Lactose intolerant.
And that ice cream we just had. It's really not serving me well, so I got a bolt.
Okay, let's be serious now. So you've done that.
No, I've not done that. Have
Really?
you done that?
I am lactose intolerant.
Did you ever say on a blind match date, I'm sorry, I'm going to shit my pants?
Oh,
No.
No, I might have crawled out a window in the bathroom. It was a little small drop.
Did you really do that?
Oh my God, it's been coming to my head.
Oh my
As
God.
you guys can tell, we do not plan, we don't script this. It just happens.
Oh my God. So what happened? Who's with them? Where?
The bathroom.
Where? It was like a public restaurant or like a friend's house? Or...
No, we're at a restaurant. You don't need somebody at a friend's house or it's a date.
Oh my God.
And I got in the car and I drove home.
Forgive me for asking that question because it seems so reasonable that you'd be climbing out your window.
I'm a yoga instructor. I'm very
Nimble.
Back then, I wasn't a yoga instructor.
All right, so go back
Okay.
to this. I'm so sorry. What was your name from Rochester? Hold on.
Tina.
Tina from Rochester. What advice did you give her about this match date other than
First, enjoy yourself. And my girlfriends would always say, hey, you need to eat. So just think, you need to eat.
girls gotta eat?
So enjoy yourself. Smile. If you want to smile, though, of course. You don't have to smile.
It's not a prerequisite.
No. Always, I would make sure to go like in the middle of the date. I'd go to the bathroom.
And jump out the window.
No, if it was going well, I wouldn't jump out the window. I would do the text to, your girlfriend, you'd either be giving her a 411 to inform her, or you'd be doing the 911 to say, get me out of here, do the phone call, emergency. You know, so make sure you have that, you know, girlfriend who's, you know, knows where you are, knows you're on that date, and let her know how it's going. What next?
I also think chatting with the person for a while is not a bad idea. Like sometimes we're so anxious, we will go out with someone that we've only, you know, connected with once or twice, and then they're suddenly like, oh, I want to go on this date. You know, kind of get a sense of who they are before you take the time to go out with them, is my opinion. I mean, maybe talk with them for a couple weeks, a couple months, and then see if they're even worth your time, if they're worth your investment.
Hey, and now with COVID, there was no COVID back when I was dating.
Yeah,
now
right.
With COVID,
that's right.
And Zoom, you can Zoom.
Yeah, see if
do a Zoom date. Yes.
I'm going to hell, aren't I?
No.
All right, moving on to the next one.
Okay.
Moving on to the next one.
Don't forget to let us know how it goes, Tina.
Please.
What? What's that?
Make sure they have high chairs.
High chairs. Oh my God, that's a good one.
Rhonda from Ocean City writes, what makes you two the experts on life? Well, clearly based on my answer, nothing.
That's not that is not a good question to follow our last conversation. well, you know, Rhonda, you know, I've lived life. I'm a 14-year breast cancer survivor. Let's see what else. You know, we're definitely not the experts. We are just here to share a little bit, to be on Women's National Day. We're just honoring the day and talking to our girlfriends. That's all. We're definitely not experts.
Nor do we want to be. Like, I hope that's really clear. I mean, we're here sharing our experiences, obviously.
Stories,
a ridiculous story. The stories that we tell.
That's all.
If nothing else, to give you maybe a giggle, to learn something, to prevent yourself from maybe following our footsteps in terms of some of the things that we've done. So, Rhonda, I am sorry to say, we are not the life experts, and we're not trying to market ourselves as such. We're just sharing our experiences.
We have skills. We'll share them at some point.
We do have skills. What kind of skills do you have? What are your special skills? All right, moving on. We have a few more. I'm so excited that you all are writing in, by the way.
What's that one?
This one's anonymous, doesn't have a name. It says, what is the hardest part of being a woman in business?
Oh. I know for me right now, having a small business and growing the small business, many nights I am going over my numbers, and it's myself and my dog Mozzie. And sometimes I'm looking at the numbers and I'm like, oh, they're not so pretty, Mozzie. What do you think? Why? I thought I needed that for the business. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have purchased it, but I thought I was going to get ahead. And Mozzie's just looking at me like, I don't know, Mom. So then I just give him a hug.
My dog's dead.
I didn't mean to laugh at that. I'm so sorry, your dog's dead.
I have his ashes. But that's not really the same. I think for me, the hardest part of being in business, I mean, when I first started my business, which is, can you believe we just celebrated 13 years last month?
Oh.
It was like, oh my God, am I going to have to get creative and hold signs and go out and say, like, come visit us 2 for 1. Like, I'll treat your whole family if you just pay your bill or whatever. It was being empathic and really being a sensitive soul and wanting to help people and remembering I was a business person at the same time. I think that's the hardest thing for me, is finding the balance in those two things. And I've had to become a lot tougher, and I do a lot of work in multiple systems, a lot of the court systems and stuff. And to this day, going back to National Women's Day, oftentimes it really is the old boys club. And I might be the only woman in the room. And I think sometimes you're not taken seriously, especially like if you're fun or, you know, you're lighthearted. So I've learned how to play some serious bitch ball in the last couple of years. And I'm not sad about that. I wish I didn't have to be that way, but that's part of owning a business. That's for me, that was the hardest part, falling into my own.
Oh,
It's a good thing.
no, that's great.
Because otherwise we tend to be taken advantage of, and it can be from, you know, mutual coworkers, clients, whatever. You know, I had to kind of separate, this is my business over here, and this is what I need to do for me personally. And so juggling multiple hats is kind of hard. You probably feel the same.
Yeah, I've only been in business, let's see, 3 years now. So I'm still growing, and it's just, I cannot believe how much the expenses are for a small business, and growing the business is a lot of work, a lot of time.
But I
And
don't
getting
think
your name out
clients
there.
realize either, like when they're paying you, I think they're like, oh, you're making good money, but they're not, we don't have to get into all this right now.
Right.
But there is a lot that goes into it. So I'm going to ask you a question. What is the strangest thing that's happened to you since you started a business?
Strangest thing? The strangest. Oh, geez.
Or hardest, weirdest, I don't know. Like, does anything pop out at you as like, this was bizarre?
Weirdest? Oh, well, I'm a Reiki energy healer. So it's been when, let's see. Yeah, she shouldn't have asked me it. So it's been when, let's see, a male client's called up and asked if I could help him with his sex addiction. Okay, so that's been the strangest.
And in the ways they wanted you to help him.
That's one of them. We won't discuss, there's a few more.
There are a few more.
Yeah, just a few more.
Yeah. That's also a complication of being a woman in business, which leads us to the last question that someone wrote in. And I want to make sure I get Arlene writes from Delaware. Has a client ever fallen in love with you? And if so, what did you do?
Oh.
Arlene, what a tricky little question. I think in therapy, because that's what I do, it's not uncommon for there to be transference or for people to confuse you being their support system and you caring for them and being an ally with being in love with you. That is actually a pretty common occurrence. And, you know, I think the most important thing to do is just to be upfront and honest and make sure you have really clear boundaries and help the person understand why maybe they're feeling that way. You know, but, you know, you have people with a multitude of mental health issues, and sometimes, you know, they're not willing to respect that boundary. It can get pretty tricky. Oh, I had some interesting. I got asked to the prom.
Oh, you did?
I did. Sweetest kid. I'm like, honey, I'm like 40. You can't be taking a 40-year-old to the prom.
Oh.
But I love that. How about you?
No.
I think you have. You're beautiful. Maybe you just don't know it.
Yeah. Maybe I don't know it.
I think so. I'm your client. I'm in love with you. Well, happy International Women's Day.
Yes.
Thank you for those who sent in questions.
Yes, thank you. We love the questions.
Keep sending them. Keep
Yes.
sending them. We'll keep answering honestly to the best of our ability.
And let us know what else you might. I know today we had the International Women's Day to kick off from, but let us know what else you'd like us to talk about.
And I'm Erica Martin. You can check me out on my Facebook page and Martin Counseling and Associates LLC, where I have some audio clips and some audio clips and some, you're that technical person. What is it?
What else do you have?
Videos. I have videos. And so you can see some of the things that we work on behind the scenes and also some information on my body spirit medicine. And then you are?
I am Diane Bovalino with Lotus Soul Healing Arts. I have a Facebook page and an Instagram page. I have reels on my Instagram page. I have lots of posts on my Instagram page, and also I have some going on also on my Facebook page. It's at Lotus Soul Healing Arts.
And now we're official. 2 Italian Women in the Stories We Tell on Facebook and Instagram, and soon coming on our podcast and our YouTube channel. So
We can't wait.
thanks for joining us. Stay safe, stay well.
And soon we're going to have something special coming out for the spring equinox. So get ready, because we're energy healers.
That's
So
right.
get ready. Have a blessed night.
Take care. Stay well.
Bye-bye.